Hi guys, this is going to be a rough video because I'm not going to edit it much. I want to stream at 6 o'clock, it's 20 to 5. I just had a meeting with my job work coach as part of the Universal Credit. For those who don't know about me, my name is Ben and basically I'm unemployed, I'm trying to get work. But I've decided to work for myself. I've decided to try and start my own company, my own business, my own freelancing, whatever it is, yeah. And so as of today, I'm formulating a business proposition, a business plan. And that business plan will basically label where am I going to make my money, where my income is going to be, what my outgoings are going to be, what the expected projections of what the money I'm going to make is going to be, and whatever else is the typical business format. I don't know exactly, but I can imagine, you break down things as much as possible. And so that's what I'm going to do. I can already see some potentials with my current situation. So check out my channel, for example. If I make the YouTube stuff, the Twitch, the affiliations with them respectively, and the fact that I'm learning a new skill set. This skill set is Python. Python allows you to understand problem solving stuff as part of object-oriented programming. I'm learning it rather quickly. Again, you can check out my stream to see my progress on that. And what I'm going to do is build solutions for businesses. I'm going to do that as a indie self sort of developer. And obviously if I do well, then I can hire people to help me. And I'm going to vlog everything that I do about that. Now, this is something that's going through my head, okay? Now, if I was just streaming video games or something like that, then I wouldn't really rely on this as a form of income. Because I don't think, for me anyway, if I was a stream playing, I don't know, League of Legends or whatever, that's not really providing value. And I don't think you could really rely on that as a job. However, I'm streaming learning how to code. Now, this has a benefit to the audience as well as myself. Because I'm learning to code, this will enable me to get into an industry which people say is saturated. I don't think it's saturated. I think there's a lot of opportunity because of these new technologies. The problem is that people aren't adapting fast enough. They can't get a job because the job market's saturated for their skill set. Well, then there's a problem. You've already got a fundamental skill set there. Why don't you use that skill set to improve onto something new, the modern technology requirements, and then you can do your own thing. Or you don't need to adapt. That's what I'm trying to say. But because they don't, because they're like, oh, the job market's really tough, I'm going to move on to something else. Yeah, do it. Do something else. Do me a favor. Because that way then I can learn a skill set that is in demand, that will be in supply, and that maybe I could either get some sort of freelance opportunities or build solutions myself for companies that need them, and then try and upsell. Because one thing that I'm quite good at is I'm well articulated. My confidence taken a hit recently, but I believe that I'm well spoken enough to be able to not only create something technical, but be able to market it. Now, obviously right now I'm in the infancy stage of understanding exactly the parameters of what my business plan is going to be, what exactly I will be doing. But like I've mentioned previously in this video, there's multiple income streams already I can see for this. And it won't be much for the first year. Most businesses don't make money in the first year, but like Twitch affiliation, YouTube affiliation, the people that I meet on Twitch, because I am streaming what I'm learning and I generally bring in really intelligent people. Like Christ, the people that watch me already are like way above me. And I'm using that to my benefit because I'm meeting really cool people and they're teaching me a really cool skill set along with the material that I'm using. So, and then once I've got that technical skill set, I might have people that I can work with, build stuff, and I'm basically being paid to learn. It's crazy. I don't know why not more people do it. And if people want to prove of my quality, they can watch it's 30 hours of learning stuff. They can watch a 30-hour fucking video. They can see my GitHub. Do you know what I mean? And ultimately, if I can get some time, if the Universal Credit can fund this to some extent and I can pay it back when I'm earning decent money, fantastic. But I just need some time, okay? I just need a bit more time. Currently, I'm streaming this 6 hours a day. As of today, anyway, I've been on and off 6 hours pretty much every day. But I've scheduled a 6 hours day from 6 p.m. to midnight every day. I'm taking a break tomorrow because I'm going to speak to my little sister. So there is that social element there. But generally speaking, I want to do this to 16 hours a day. And I want to build this, I don't know what to call it yet. Essentially, it is a business But there's so many income potentials here that I just need to write it down in a business plan and put that as a proposition to obviously Universal Credit. And I'm going to stream it all, the coding, I'm going to vlog like I'm doing right now, the whole journey. Because looking for a job is ridiculous. And I think the only way forward is building your own thing. I do. And people are like, oh, when you get a part-time job to help you sort of keep you going and stuff like that. But I don't think you realize the economic situation. It is ridiculous to get anything right now where I live. And when I did get a job, which ended a few weeks ago, that took me forever to get that job. And even then, I didn't look at my CV. They put me into this job center, and even then, when I got that job, they let me go after 6 months because my numbers weren't high enough. And the reason why they weren't high enough is because they were unrealistically obtainable. People that got the jobs there were scamming the company essentially, because these numbers were so high. You had to lie about your numbers. And I wasn't ready to do that because I was paid for a service for that company, okay? And that service was to provide solutions for customers' problems regarding their water bill. And I wasn't prepared to reduce the quality of the service that I provided. I never got a negative review, by the way. I never got a negative review. I think I was the only one who didn't, because I resolved all the problems and gave them the due diligence the time it required. But anyway, that company had a 44% increase, re-uptake in demand. Based, so for example, for every 100 solutions, 44 people would return and say, well, actually, my problem wasn't resolved. It's like, well, no shit. Because that company was breeding a culture of inauthentic resolutions regarding their problems. But anyway, I'm going on a massive rant in this video. It's going to be a rough one, guys, because my mind is all over the place trying to set up this business plan. But I wanted to update you, every day on this channel, which is probably unsustainable, but I might improve the quality of these videos moving forward. I don't know, but I quite like this format. I quite like just ranting on the camera because it's raw and it's authentic and it's my thought process setting all this shit up. And I think it's really useful for people to understand the mindset that one goes through, as well as like a journal of what it's like to set the shit up. And it's going to take 16 hours a day. And it's going to take me, doing what I am doing to get somewhere. Because there's no other way. And obviously, with your respective skill sets and what things you want to do, if you can monetize it into however way you think you can, then obviously go for it. If you can get a job, then obviously get the job. I'm not saying to everyone, don't get a job and try and do your own thing. That's not, look where I live. I live by myself. I'm 34. I don't have a relationship. I don't have children. Like, this is a path that's lonely. And given my situation, if you don't understand my situation fully, check out my previous videos. This is the way. And because I don't have requirements from other people right now, I should take advantage of the time that I've got. And I think creating my own business, doing what I'm doing, will get me a job quicker and a better income and a better lifestyle than anything else right now. And I mentioned previously in the video that I'm a high functioning anxiety type person. I'm an INFPT, which is part of the 16 personality model framework in terms of categorizing people. But there are other frameworks, obviously. But basically what that means is that I function really well when I'm doing something non-stop. And this is the answer. But anyway, I'll be streaming every day at 6 p.m. until midnight. Tomorrow I am taking a break because I'm going to call my little sister. But conventionally, every day I'll be doing 16 hours of working towards this business, and I'll be streaming the coding element of it every 6 hours every day. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. You can remind me how crazy I am. You can remind me that the IT field is saturated. In which case, you guys, if you think that's the case, definitely leave the IT world, do something else, leave some space for me. Cheers, guys.